So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. We're up and running then.
Well, Alessandro Nesta turns defence into an art form. If you like your defenders slick and quick, this is the man.
Yeah, am I right in saying he started out as a fullback?
Yeah, I think he may have begun his career as a fullback, but he became a central colossus.
Now it's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho getting forward. Oh, he's caught him in or out. Now the referee has given a free kick just outside the box. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Can he finish? Goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Como finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward, and he's managed to get free. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Ferdinand. Vieira. And it's Nesta. And here's Hullet. Goes for a shot! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Son Heung-min.
Oh, really well played.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Seedorf is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. And here's Batistuta.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
He has found a way through.
Como really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
He's found a way through. It's a really well-measured ball. That's very neat. Messi gets into a good position. That is lovely. And it's Vieira. And he's gone backward here. And this is Eto'o.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And here's Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min scooting forward. He's shifting through the gears here. Vieira did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Messi.
Oh, great feat, that.
Oh, that's fabulous. Shapes to shoot! Off the post! That was probably asking just too much.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
Terrific effort!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That's a good ball. And Messi! And the ball's come loose here. He's trying his best to keep it in play here.
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Now, can they get him away? Makaleli. And it's McAllister. Now it's Beckham. Oh, that's a key interception. Vieira, given the lift of his goal. Oh, well measured. He is through here. And they're quick to get it back. Vieira.
Como truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Makaleli. Here's Roberto Carlos. Nesta. And it's Roberto Carlos. Vieira producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Looking for options for movement. Not a hint of offside here. And this is Messi. Tries a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very...
And it's half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Como unable to get back onto level terms before half-time. They trail 1-0.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. And so the action is resumed.
Como can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
He gets a tick. Ronaldinho! Wow! A finish of true class! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
Well, he made it look effortless, clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Indonesia are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Seedorf. Ronaldinho. Great chance! Dealt with nicely by the defence. Seedorf. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And he welcomes it in.
Messi really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, that's been cut out, well played. Vieira. Now it's Hullet. Oh, good spread. Messi makes a move down the right. That's Turan. Just about up to the hour now. Passing is crisp and sharp. McAllister. Beckham being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
And it's McAllister. Pinches it off him. Makaleli cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Makaleli. And here's McAllister. Seedorf does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Ronaldinho. He's got away. Real chance here. Big chance! And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
And he's done it again. He's got his second.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 18. Drogba.
So we have movement on both benches.
Numero 23.
Tunisia find a position of real strength now.
Il numero 20, il numero 24, il numero 10, Messi.
Neymar is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Como do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Seedorf. Saviola. Indonesia couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Tries to pass it through. Neymar. Now it's Saviola. And they can counter here. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Seedorf can see things others simply cannot. Turns back here, probably the best option. Thuram. Stojkovic. And it's made its way to him. He's a sharp little ball here. Rummenigge showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Beckham. Beckham with the cross. Oh, shooting chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, talking about playing into your opponent's hands, that kind of thing is not going to get them back into this game.
Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Thuram. And it's Stojkovic. Rummenigge going about things with real menace. Now Seedorf. Vieira. Seedorf. And he's forced to go back. And it's Neymar. That's Maldini. Ferdinand.
Ci saranno 3
And
minuti
it's
di
Thuram.
recupero.
Nesta. Lewandowski. And it's Shevchenko. It's a good run he's making out on the left. And a chance! Stojkovic. He won't be happy with that one. And there goes the final whistle. Como suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come. It was a poor show all round. And after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Como desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch, and you're never going to win like that.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Oh, shooting chance! And he's quick to get rid. He's had it taken off him. And here's Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao! He scored! And there is your opener. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Spread out to the left. Jordi Alba. It's a good run he's making out on the left. Hoisted in. Punched away. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Beckham. And it's Jordi Alba. Seedorf. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. Ball played for Nesta. And he's found a way past. He's found a... Seedorf! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. And the counter is on. He has found a way through. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Son Heung-min. Good play on the left-hand side here. Takes on his marker. He is through here. Hangs one. Oh, good climb. Oh, needed to be more decisive in the end.
Look, if they're going to counter, it has to be pacier and much more decisive.
Jordi Alba. That looks a good ball through. He's found Rafael Leao! Makaleli. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Rafael Leao. And here's Ibrahimovic.
Como are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And here's Hazard. McAllister is always scanning the pitch for targets. Well, they can break here. And it's Makaleli. Rafael Leao. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, sweet feet. Engages and forces him off the ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Out towards the flank. It's run loose here. And it's Seedorf. He's being urged to shoot.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He's got away. Nesta did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Hazard. Makaleli. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well, that's beautifully weighted. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Beckham. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. That's a nicely shaped ball. Just tries a shot! And there's a goal! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring.
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
So that's two now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they...
Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
And the whistle goes for half-time.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. So right back into the action.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
And that is exemplary defending.
Well, what can you say about that? Just about everything was stacked against him, and he still came through.
Batistuta, plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Now it's Seedorf, Son Heung-min, and it's Makalele. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, that is good, super running, sharp movement, came up against a defender though who was ever so determined. Beckham. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Beckham picks it up out wide. There's the header! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Batistuta actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. Yaya Toure has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Messi, and he shoots! Yes! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. And it's Yaya Toure. Shapes to shoot! Now, how often do you see that?
What a fabulous run. OK, it didn't come off in the end, Peter, but that would surely spark some kind of response from those around him.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 18.
Como can now introduce the first of their
23.
substitutes.
Numero 22. Lasciano il campo
Challenged
per
just a bit
il
on the
numero
firm
20.
side.
Il numero
Yaya
10.
Toure cannot be
Messi.
beaten that easily.
Il numero 27.
Now it's Seedorf. Seedorf gets on his bike and on the move. And here's Batistuta.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh, he's trying to skip past his man.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
He's picked his way through. Elects to towering header. And that has forced the very best out of the keeper.
Indonesia really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Oh, important interception. Messi. Como do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Ferdinand is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Ferdinand. And it's Yaya Toure. It's a promising position. Dida. It's Ferdinand. Messi. It's a good-looking delivery. And that is well cleared. Well, they've got it again. And Batistuta! And that is a truly outstanding save.
I'm not sure what happened there, Peter. Did he get caught admiring his own first touch, maybe?
And he's taking no chances there. Looking for the far post. Terrific effort! Caught offside that time.
Como are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence, or attack, for that matter.
Yaya Toure conjures time and space where few can. Azar.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And it's Bergomi. For Messi. Can he get it through? And he's picked it up out wide. Bergomi. And it's Messi. Now it's Azar. Now, can they get him away? Oh, that's fabulous. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Como have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was to be only one outcome. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved to be.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.